Alright, me babbers, Bristolian Dave back here once again, and guess what I've got for you today? Of course, I need a haircut, but I just noticed that. But apart from that, I have a massive bag full of primarily horror titles that I picked up from a car boot sale here in Bristol. Fantastic haul. I'll go through what was at the boot sale. We'll go through this, and you can tell me if any of this is any good. And if you recommend me watch any of it very soon. So, before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, alright? Hit the like button, give it a big thumbs up there. Leave a comment down below. I always love reading your comments, guys. Good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter. I appreciate it. And do make sure you subscribe to the channel. So I've recently, fingers crossed no one's unsubbed since then, but I've recently passed 500 subscribers, which for me was unbelievable. I didn't think I'd get 10 people watching my shit. So to get 500 odd, brilliant. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. And I will continue to provide content, and I'm trying to up my game on stuff. I'm going to start a new series very soon. You'll see that coming up soon. Get back into the live streams again and just try and move the channel along, you know. So a big thank you once again for everyone who subs and watches my stuff. Really appreciate it. So, without further ado, should we get should we dive into this? I think we should. 500 subs in, and I still can't talk. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I won't cut that out. We'll just go straight in it. Right, what I'm going to do first is to take it all out of the bag, because as you see on the thumbnail, it's a big bag. But it was awkward trying to get it in there one-handed while at the car boot sale. So let's get it all out of the bag to stop it all falling over first. There is a Blu-ray here as well, but all this was off one single seller. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Right, let's put that over there. Cool. So I went to the Whitchurch car boot sale here in Bristol. Really good car boot sale. It's a lot better when it's dry weather, because then they have it on a massive field. But when it's a bit wetter and the field's a bit, you know, soggy, it goes on the car park, which is never as good because you don't get anywhere near as many sellers. So that was disappointing when I got there. I went around the whole thing. I almost came away with nothing. And I ended up almost picking up some. Have you ever seen those Amazon mystery packages? So some sellers seem to buy them from bulk from Amazon, like Amazon returns, and then you've got random packages. I think most of it's like cheap shit from China. I almost bought some of them because I was like, I can't walk away empty-handed. But then I saw this lady and she was like, yeah, they've been sitting in my hallway for ages and my dad wants me to get rid of them. So I'm like, okay, let me help you. So I went through and I was like, it's all horror stuff. I was like, this is perfect. A lot of this stuff I've never heard of, so you need to let me know if any of it is any good. So we'll start with the Blu-ray first. The Blu-ray was priced at £1, as you can see on there. And it's called I Am Not a Serial Killer. Now, I feel like I was going to pick this up in the past, but I didn't for some reason. I don't know why. It's got Christopher Lloyd in it. Laura Fraser, who is out of Breaking Bad. I've not watched Breaking Bad yet. And director Billy O'Brien, who did a film called Isolation. I don't know. It looked interesting. It was £1, and I was like, well, I'll give it a shot. You never know. Now, the rest of it are DVDs. Now, I'm pretty confident majority of this stuff isn't on Blu-ray. In most places in the world, especially not the UK. So, DVD would be the only choice for it anyway. But these were all £3-4. So, you can't really go wrong at £3 for £1 for some titles. So, let's go through it. Right, first title I got. I'm unsure. I feel like I might have this one, but I'm not sure. This is called The Culling. And remember, guys, I don't know anything about most of these. If I know anything about them, I'll tell you. But most of these are just random that I've never heard of. Yeah, I don't know. It's put out by Signature Entertainment. Signature, I've said before, is one of those that they've got some shit titles, but then they put out some good stuff. There are some things that would never see the light of day without them, so I appreciate it. But yeah, this is about, I don't know, spooky kid, and yeah, scary kids are something that freaks me out. I'm just like watching Children of the Corn, for example. I'm just like, boot that fucker in the head. Which you should never do to a child, by the way, in case you weren't sure. A film called Just Before Dawn. Don't know, looks good. Looks like a slasher of some kind. So, could be alright. We've got a film called Wreckage. Some of these do look like cheap horrors, of course. The horror genre is one of those that does produce a lot of cheap movies, which isn't always bad. This is a Fright Fest Presents title. Is it Emily? Is that how you pronounce it? Emeli? Emily? I'm sure it's Emily. What's this one about? About babysitter? It's like Home Alone on steroids, apparently. Okay. Again, creepy kids in it. This one, I think, is more of a thriller than a horror. But it's got Nick Cage. It's called Inconceivable. Never heard of this one. But I love me some Nick Cage. Yeah, it looks more like a thriller. Which I'm okay with. You know. This, I've got no idea. It's called Worry Dolls. Kids and dolls. Two things that freak me out in horror movies. So that could be fucked for me. And we've got this one, Bound to Vengeance. I don't know. It looks very bloody. Show you the back. It's interesting. I mean, it's got some reviews from places I've never heard of, like the Flea Pit Cinema, Father's on HolyGore.com, and eggshinyrobot.com. I don't know. So you know it's a cheaper one, but oh, an After Dark original, Bedlam. This I feel is familiar. Creature. It's got Sid Haig in it. I like Sid Haig. Devil's Rejects, House of a Thousand Corpses. He's like one of those genre actors. This is gonna be cheap as shit, but Joker Clown. So either this came out, well, looking at the BBFC logo, it's probably come out around the time that the remake of It came out. Tends to be what happens is you get a lot of cheap movies when a blockbuster comes out like that. So Joker Clown. Now we've got another one called Clown Face. I don't know. It looks like there's clowns coming out of the lake there. That looks again, I don't know. Shriek. This one I've been wanting to watch for ages. So it's like a scary movie, except a piss take out of Scream. Well, it says Shriek, if you know what I did last Friday the 13th. So I look forward to watching that one. This one, it says it's a horror thriller. It's got Jim Caviezel, don't know who that is, and Rona Mitra. Highwaymen. Oh wait, I recognise that Jim dude. Don't know what he's been in though. And then we got, of course, another fucked up kid. Sick Boy. This looks pretty fucked, so could be good. Again, a babysitter. A lot of babysit. See, never babysit because like a lot of horror movies start with a babysitter of some kind. This I've been wanting to watch for a while. I think it is out on Blu-ray over here, so if I like it, I'll upgrade it. I watched the original, say the original, the first one, The Woman. And this is Darlin. That's how you pronounce it. Darlin, you know, like Bristolian. Darlin, alright, Darlin. Yeah, so I look forward to seeing this. And seeing if it holds up compared to The Woman. And then we have a Christmassy horror. Christmas Kills But Once a Year. Blood Tidings. No idea. It looks like it's going to be cheap as shit. But that's okay. Like I said, some cheap horrors are decent. I'll probably watch that closer to Christmas. Along with this one, called Black Xmas. I feel like perhaps I own this already. I've never actually watched this one. So, at least I don't think I have. I might have. It's hard to keep track sometimes. So I'll have to double check with that. Oh look, this isn't a horror movie. Look at that cute boy. This is A Dog's Way Home. Look at him. He's so cute. You know what I'm like with my dog movies. If you don't by now, I love my dog movies. I'll watch anything with a dog in it. I will. It's just that's what it is. And we've got this film. Looks more like a thriller. Uncertainty. I don't know. This looks cool. Again, it might be quite cheap, but it's called Jackals. It's got Stephen Dorff in it. But I don't recognize the other name, so I don't know. Might be good, might not. We'll see. This one again looked cool. Let Her Out. Put out by Precision, so it's going to be a cheaper title. I don't know. It looks cool. I mean, look at that. That's cool. It could be. What was that film I watched the other day? Not the other day. A few months back now. I watched it on 4K. Try not to give too many spoilers. Malignant. I wonder if this was put out at the same time as Malignant. It might be. Not a horror, but a thriller, maybe? A Vigilante with Olivia Wilde. I like Olivia Wilde. Never heard of this. So, I don't know. When a Stranger Calls. I feel like I have watched this or I own this. I'm not 100%. So it's going to have to get a rewatch at some point anyway. Then we've got Ghost Hunters. Yeah, Ghost Hunters. Creepy. Cool. 1 and 2. It's got Timothy Chalamet in it. Okay. Kiernan Shipka. Again, that name rings a bell, but I'm not sure. Looks like Aliens. Alien horror movie. This, again, looks more of a thriller. Good People. James Franco. Kate Hudson, Tom Wilkinson, and Omar Sy. I don't know Omar, but I know the other three. So this looked different as well. Dark Touch. Now, again, horror movie. Kid in a horror movie. Little Dead Rotten Hood. I think I said that right. Little Dead Rotten Hood. Yes, I did. It looks like Little Red Riding Hood is now a vampire. Supernatural warrior a la Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but with a werewolf twist. So I'm guessing she's a vampire who hunts werewolves. So kind of underworld, kind of twist on a fairy tale. Okay, interesting. And the final film I picked up there. This one says it's grisly, gory carnage from fearnet.com. This is called Savaged. Your guess is as good as mine. So, guys, that is all the movies I picked up from this Carboot sale. Please do let me know what you think of these. Because like I said, going through these, I don't know about most of these. I picked most of these up either because they look cool on the covers, the cast I recognise, or it was just cheap and it was a horror movie that I've never seen. So give it a shot. So do let me know down in the comments, any of these any good? Do you recommend any of them? Or any of them shit? Just let me know down in the comments. And if you made it this far, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Hit that like button. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. Helps boost the YouTube algorithms. Helps me know that what I do, you find at least that little bit entertaining. And I appreciate that. And yeah, so I'm filming this on Easter Monday. I'm hoping to get it up on the same day. Fingers crossed. And yeah, hope everyone's had a good Easter. I did. Nice big family Easter meal. Got absolutely stuffed with a roast dinner. It was beautiful. Hope you got some Easter eggs as well if you eat them. Yeah, that's about it really, guys. I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Cheers, me babbers.